these who are still wearing their masks, still trying to scare you. So sit back in your chair, cause we got a pair that will give you the final score. They may keep you awake, but that's okay if you snore. It's Jimmy and Doug, the AliveTV crew, that will give you all the facts just for you. Let's go!
Welcome, everyone.
Hey, I don't know who wrote that script, but it took a couple days to do it, didn't it?
Welcome, everyone, to Bragg Stadium. Doug, this is going to be a great game. Jimmy the Lakes, the Dandy One, Doug Marshall, the Appomattox County cheerleaders doing a great job tonight. The Raiders come in, taking on the Amherst County Lancers. Amherst County averaging 41 points a game. The Raiders averaging 38 points a game. The Raiders giving up 7.5 points a game. The Amherst County Lancers giving up 31 points a game. Something's got to give here tonight, Doug.
And I think it's whichever defense shows up is probably going to win because both teams are very offensive-minded, know how to put points on the board. Raiders defense, probably the key tonight.
Now let's talk about the Amherst County Lancers first. They are 6-3 on the year. They went to Florida at the beginning of the year, played a really good team down there. They came back, had new emphasis on everything. They beat a very good Brookville B team.
Yes.
They lost to Jefferson Forest and another game somewhere along the line. So they are 6-3, but it's a really good 6-3 team.
It really is. And the Jefferson Forest team that they got beat by, it was who had the football for a while until a couple of turnovers late in the ball game. So they played toe-to-toe with Forest. Not many teams can say that.
Exactly right. Now you've got the Raiders of Appomattox. 1966. Count it. Doug was probably about 20 years old then, but 1966.
Actually, 9.
It's the last time that the Appomattox Raiders were 9-0, and there has never been a Raider team that has been 10-0. This is a huge game tonight, Doug.
It really is. A lot of historical things can happen. I was only 9, not 20, by the way. The Appomattox Raiders come in tonight with a chance. First of all, they want to win the ball game to be perfect. Second thing is point standings. They are trying to get to that number 1 slot in the 2A West. This game tonight against a 4A team such as Amherst, good chance to do it.
And it's going to be a huge crowd, folks. The parking lot is full. The stands are full. The concession stand is selling out of food, Doug.
You're in trouble.
This is the biggest game that Appomattox has had as far as records and spectators go since 1976 when the Rustburg Red Devils came in 6-1 and the Raiders were 7-0. And they played that game over the old Bragg Stadium.
Yes.
And it was a barn burner.
Yes, I was there.
19-6 final score. Rustburg won it, but it was late scores.
Yes, it was.
That won it for the Red Devils. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk to the coaches. But first, the question we always ask the cheerleaders. Here we go. Ladies, who's going to win tonight?
The Raiders!
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online. Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging, a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Coach Cecil Phillips of the Amherst County Lancers. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing fine, thank you very much.
Big game here tonight. It's going to be a big crowd. You got a great team coming in. You guys are playing some great football right now.
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence coming into this game. Our kids have come back from that trip we took to Florida with a different mindset, and we've kind of been a team on a mission since then. And got a very tough Appomattox County squad tonight, and we're going to have to play a perfect game. But we're here to give it our best shot.
Speaking of Appomattox, what do you have to do tonight to beat them?
We gotta eliminate the big plays. They're very explosive on the offensive side of the football, and we got to control the ball, on our offense, because they're very fast and fly to the football very well on defense. It's
speed against speed tonight, Coach. Both of these teams have an abundance of speed.
Absolutely, and that's pretty much to our credit. That's one of our strengths, and our offensive line play and defensive line play has been real strong pretty much throughout the course of the year, and we're going to have a big play out of our lines tonight as well.
Well, Coach, I got to tell you, the Seminole, those people in that conference, they better be looking out for the Amherst County Lancers, because you guys got a lot of young talent. You're going to be good for a long time.
Yeah, we've been waiting on this group for a while. I mean, we've watched this group since they were 9 and 10-year-old. That's about the group when I honestly first got here. Done a lot of good things throughout the youth league, the middle school program, JV, and on up. So we're excited.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight and in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coach Doug Smith, Appomattox County Raiders. How you doing tonight, buddy? You doing good?
Yes, sir.
I tell you, this is a big game. This is probably the biggest game that Appomattox County has had as far as the crowd goes and the records and everything since 1976. I tell you, it was a big game back then when Rustburg came into the old Bragg Stadium, and that was a heck of a game. And I look for this to be a heck of a game. You've got the Amherst County Lancers over there. They are averaging 41 points. You guys averaging 38. They're giving up 31. You guys giving up 7.
Yeah.
Something's got to give tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a great matchup. Our guys are excited about it. We haven't had this kind of competition in a couple weeks, and we know that's a big deal. So we can't make mistakes. We can't give the ball away. Can't make dumb penalties. And that's what we're looking to do, is stay focused and just play our game. Not really concerned about the magnitude of the game, more concerned about just doing our job. That's what we're after.
Well, this should be a great game. It's two very good teams. Just talking to Coach Phillips over there, and I told him it's abundance of speed on both sides of the field tonight between Appomattox and Amherst. And I believe if we were running had a track race going on here,
nice,
that it would be tight, just like I think his football game's going to be.
I think a lot of these guys know these guys from track, and they know they got a lot of speed. And, of course, we respect that. We respect Coach Phillips and everything they do. We know they got a great squad. But this is what these guys have been training for. They've been training to play these kind of teams, and, we're excited about it. They can only put 11 out there. We're going to put 11, and we're going to try to match them up.
Now, I know you said you got to turnovers, penalties, got to eliminate those. But what have you got to do to stop the Amherst County Lancers tonight?
Our kids have worked really hard on and reading this offense, and that's one thing that makes this offense tough to play against, because it's hard for our scout team to actually run this offense against us. So those guys have worked really hard this week to try to mimic it, and our kids have got to get their keys tonight. They got to stick to their keys and believe in their reads, and not just try to fly to where they think the ball is.
And Coach, this is going to be a huge game. It's going to be a lot of emotions out there.
Absolutely.
You've done a great job this year, as well as everywhere you've been. Good luck tonight and in the future, buddy.
Appreciate you, Jimmy. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you, now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years.
Welcome back to Bragg Stadium, everyone. Well, Dandy, we heard from the cheerleaders.
Yep.
We did a little piece at the beginning. We just heard from the coaches. Coach Phillips, he is really confident about his team. He knows how good they are. The Appomattox Raiders, they've got a great team as well. I mean, I am so excited about this game because the final score could be 50-49. You just don't know.
You don't know, and once again, it could come down to a kicking game. We've talked about it for years. Winning points, getting points from the kicking game. The Raiders have a great kicker, so do the Lancers.
Huge crowd here tonight, folks. They're expecting anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 people to be here tonight. This is going to be a spectacular game. No matter who wins it, it's a great game. Amherst travels well. Raiders will fill the stands. As I said, they're running out of food at the concession stand, which is bad for me and you. But, Doug, how about that crowd?
The crowd is great tonight, I tell you what. And it could be a bigger crowd because the Raiders have found out they will be hosting a home playoff game. And so it could be a bigger crowd.
No doubt about it. The parking lot's full, I can tell you that.
Well, I know that.
Because I had to park around the corner.
Well, they actually tonight, they've got shuttles running from the elementary school over tonight. It started 45 minutes before game, and it will go to 45 minutes after the game.
And this is one of the biggest games in the history of Appomattox County. And you know the bad thing about that, Doug?
What's that?
It really doesn't mean that much. I mean, because Amherst is 4A, Appomattox is 2A, so Appomattox is supposed to lose this game if you look at the size of the schools, but that's why they play the game. You remember a long time ago, a little boy took a stone out, put it in a sling, and slung it and knocked the giant down. Well, if the Raiders win tonight, that's what they will do, no question about it.
But, I'm not so sure that Amherst don't feel like they're the little boy with the stone because the Raider team in front of the faithful tonight is going to be a real tough bunch to beat.
No doubt about that. And, folks, don't you go away. I'm going to tell you something. This game's going to be one of those games where you don't want to get up and go to the refrigerator or have to go to the bathroom or whatever. You better go quick doing the commercials because the scoring is going to be like lightning, I think.
I think it's going to be some quick strikes tonight, and that's going to be another thing. If you can slow the offenses down, you got a chance to win.
No question about it. All right, folks, we're just moments away from the kickoff. It's the Raiders of Appomattox taking on the Lancers of Amherst from Bragg Stadium in historic Appomattox with the lakes to the Dandy One and the entire a Live TV crew on your Live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable, and it's coming up right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome everyone to Bragg Stadium in Appomattox, Virginia for a big ball game tonight between the Amherst County Lancers and the home-standing Raiders of Appomattox. Jimmy the Lakes along with the Dandy Wonder, Marshall and Dandy, getting ready to toss the coin. I would say whoever gets it's going to defer. What do you think?
Well, that seems to be the way everybody's doing here lately.
Except for
Coach Bradley up at Heritage Hybrid Pioneers. We watched that happen last week.
We sure did. All right, let's see what we got here. The official has the coin.
You know, Lakester, it's a great night for football other than being a little blustery.
The wind is blowing a little bit, and it's going to affect some things in this game, Doug, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Our officials for tonight's contest, referee is Jim Ballinger, the umpire is Tracy Bradner, linesman Steve Marshall, line judge Bill Spinner, side judge Sonny Daniels, back judge is Robert Orr.
All right, I think the Raiders may have won the toss. Or did they? Let's see. And I think they're deferring because they picked which way they wanted to kick. Yeah, they're deferring. Appomattox won the toss. They are going to defer. They will get the ball at the beginning of the second half. They will kick off to start this game, Doug, and that's what a lot of teams do now.
And, you know, we talk about how good Amherst is and how good Appomattox is. You know, these guys have been playing football against each other in youth league activities for many, many years. So they know each other very well. So it ought to be a good football game tonight.
I think you're right. All right, the cheerleaders getting the banners ready as the Amherst County Lancers, who will have the white jerseys on tonight, the maroon pants. They're getting ready to bust through the line. And, of course, the Appomattox Raiders on the other end, they'll have the dog jerseys and the white pants. Both teams are fired up. Doug, this is going to be a very emotional game for both of these teams.
It's going to be very emotional. And I'll tell you what, how do you handle your emotions at the beginning of the game could mean a lot.
Absolutely, no question about it. The Raiders are swaying at one end. Amherst is jumping at the other. Who's going to break through the banner first? I'm sure the Raiders are waiting to see if Amherst will break through first.
And I can't see the sign, what it
And
says.
here we go. Here come the Amherst County Lancers.
There goes the Lancers through the blue line, blue paper.
And the Raiders getting ready to come through their side. Uh-oh. Looks like a cheerleaders. Somebody let go. You can't let go when the wind's blowing like this.
Somebody dropped the banner.
And I think they're going to come through. They'll be carrying the American flag, state flag, and the Raider flag. And here come the Appomattox Raiders. Raiders coming in with a record of 9-0. Amherst County Lancers at 6-3. We're going to come back, folks. Don't go away. The showdown.
We got the kickoff.
It's getting ready to start right after this.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
All right, folks, welcome back. The Raiders, Doug, they are going to be kicking into the wind, but in the fourth quarter, if the wind's still there, they'll have the wind at their back.
Oh, yes, and that may be a big thing. The Raiders did win. They deferred. So, therefore, I think that it could be a good thing. So, right at the very beginning, Amherst is going to have the wind at their back. The Raiders will have it second and fourth quarter, so we'll see how that works out.
Yep, number 40, Carter Jameson's getting ready to kick off. Just a junior. He's got a good leg, but like I said, a lot of wind, and we are underway.
Yes. Most anticipated game in the last few weeks.
And what's going on here?
I don't know.
And the Raiders,
illegal procedure.
They're offsides. In other words, what it amounts to, they crossed the line before the ball was kicked. And Doug, you don't need that when the wind's in your face already. Back it up 5 yards and kick it again. But you know, you're excited. You want to get out there. You want to get down the field. You want to make that tackle, and you just go across that line a little bit too early. So Jamison will tee it up again, but he'll move it a little closer to the Raider sideline this time to kick off.
Looks like Trey Shuford, Jordan Wolfolk, and Evan Smith back deep for the Amherst Lancers.
And don't you got to remember, the Amherst County Lancers are a 4A school.
Yes,
the Raiders are a 2A school. So there's a big difference in school population.
Ball's kicked off down. Once again, that's number 1 coming up, Trey Shuford.
Got it at the 20.
Shuford comes back up a few
Raiders,
yards.
good job by the Raiders.
Gets hit back up at the 27-yard line.
And Doug, you know that was pretty good coverage because that was a short kick into the wind.
Short kick into the wind. Carter James put a right good leg into it too, so we'll see what comes out, how their Lancers come out tonight.
Hey Doug, the Lancers, they throw the ball some, they run the ball some, and they got some good runners on that team.
This is going to be a good test of the Raiders defense tonight because this team probably matches speed and power about as good as they do.
The Raiders have played some good teams this year, but this is probably the best one they played yet.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Amherst with a pretty good sized front line.
And they try to run out of that front line too.
In that shotgun formation.
The snap back, number 6 with the
number 6,
Keyshawn Turner, the quarterback.
Yeah, number 44 in there on the tackle, Doug, and guess what? I don't have a 44 on my list.
Well, we had that problem with Appomattox here before, number 44.
We'll see if
Brian Rubio.
Brian Rubio. All right, number 44, Brian Rubio made the initial contact. Raiders came in, and Doug, you got to watch throwing some type of slant pattern out of this offensive set right here. We got 2nd and 8.
Well, Keyshawn Turner sets up as a quarterback, but you know you can get the direct snap. Ball this time. Turner's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get hit and take it down as he crosses the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down, probably about 4 yards.
Yeah, trying to see who made the initial contact. Number 10, who is Devin Dews, a senior. I just heard his name called a few moments ago, Doug, when they had the seniors coming out.
Well, and I tell you what, it was a pile of seniors tonight for the fall sports for Appomattox
Some
County.
good senior athletes in this, in this year, no doubt about that.
3rd down, about 3.
Lancers moving a lot around on the line, trying to shake the Raiders up a little bit.
Ball running to the right side behind that power formation.
And he's not going to get it, Doug.
Number 5, Jason Whitley taking the football. He's going to come down about a yard and a half short of the first down.
Doug, they may go for it right here.
4th down and 1.
Yeah, they're going to go. They're not going to punt it.
And Whitley comes up a little hobble right there.
And Doug, this is where if you're the Raider defense, you've got to be disciplined and not jump offside because you know it's going to be a hard count. Well, here comes the punt team, but hey, that don't mean they're going to punt it.
Well, you're exactly right. Number 14 coming in is Hunter Berkeley, the punter and place kicker. And I watched him warm up tonight earlier. He has a pretty good leg.
Yeah, and Trey Walker, number 6, going back for the Raiders. And Doug, that wind is going to push that ball around, so you've got to be very, very careful if you try to make the catch.
Well, you know the Raiders are expecting a possible short snap and a maybe a fake punt, but it's early in the game.
And look at this, Doug.
And the Raiders have going to force a turnover.
They pick it up
and it's going to be picked up. And the Raiders are going to take the ball back. It's going to be just short of the end zone. But I did not see, as the punter that time pulled the ball down, thought it was going to be blocked, and then got hit from behind and fumbles.
And Doug, I'm trying to think of who got that ball. Looks like it was number 6, who was Trey Walker. I don't know how in the world he got in there. He was the back man.
Well,
ended up getting the ball.
That's number 5, Philip Fleshman.
Oh, Fleshman, okay.
Number 5. You know those numbers are close together.
They
it's hard
are.
to pick up.
That is a big play. You know, the Raiders have done that all year on punts.
That's right. Now the Raiders are going to take over in very good field position, 1st and goal, and about the 3-yard line.
And that is not what the Amherst County Lancers wanted right there. But the Raiders forced that, Doug, with their defense on the first 3 plays the Lancers tried to run.
Well, I couldn't believe first of all the punter pulled the ball down, thought it was going to get blocked. Then he got hit from behind and dropped the football, and the Raiders picked it up and off to the races.
Matt Page brings him up to the line. Raiders getting set. You don't want to get a procedure penalty here.
Ball's going to be handed up over the right side of the line.
And they didn't get there.
Not very much.
Touchdown.
Yes, they did say delayed call, touchdown. And I didn't see who took it into the end zone. Might have been Fleshman.
I'm not sure who it was, Doug. It might have been Fleshman or it may have been number 6, Trey Walker.
They were the two in the backfield.
One of those two scored a touchdown, I can tell you that.
Well, they're giving Trey Walker a little high five, so maybe it was him. But now into the contest is Jamerson to key it up for the extra point, and these could be big tonight.
No doubt about it. Got to have a good snap, a hole, and a kick.
Snap is down.
Hole, kicks up. It is good.
Good, right through the middle. So the Raiders jump out early with 9:33 to go. First period of play. It's the Raiders 7, the Lancers nothing. And we'll be back with more of this exciting action on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on
Shentel Cable, and only on Shentel Cable.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. Cavalier Tours has a fantastic round-trip motor coach tour to the Amish countryside in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, May 20th through May 22nd, 2016. We'll visit the Kitchen Kettle Village and Farmers Market. Don't miss out. Book today and also enjoy the newest biblical presentation, Samson. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours. Cavalier Tours serving Central Virginia for over 40 years.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Here we go. Carter Jameson lining it up. Doug, kickoff for the Raiders. Raiders up 7-0.
Once again, Shoefoot, Wolfolk, and Smith back deep for the Lancers. The Raiders up 7-0 on a, I kind of call that a little fluke play right there, but it works.
Raiders were offside on the first kick. This one a little bit better and kicked pretty deep into the wind.
It's going to be Smith is going to take
right about the 5-yard line, and he's going to go down.
He's going to get hit
and a flag on top of it, Doug.
So I don't know whether that was offense or defense, or whether they.
I got a feeling it's going to have to be on the receiving team. It is going to be a hold, and it's going to be on the Amherst County Lancers, and that will back them up. Well, what are they on the 15-yard line?
It'll be half a distance to the goal, so their drive will start inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line. Raiders are great.
I actually think they called it an illegal block in the back is what they called.
Let me tell you what, that was a great kick by Carter Jameson, though, into the wind.
It was a great kick, and Carter's got a real good leg.
Well, you know, last week they said that Carter Jameson kicked a 40-yard field goal. You haven't seen that in Appomattox Raider football for a long time.
Well, the one thing about it, when you've got a place kicker and you can kick a 40-yard field goal, you haven't got to drive it, but so close.
Well, it's a weapon. It's a weapon, just like.
And you put points on the board.
Just like my man from Brookville, Gutierrez.
It took you 4.5 years to still pronounce it. You still blow it up, don't you?
I know one thing.
Gutierrez.
He could kick it. Gutierrez.
Yeah, he could
Gutierrez.
kick it a mile, couldn't he?
Lance is going to throw it, slant across the middle.
And nice catch at time number 3 coming across it, Malik Woodfolk. And Woodfolk's going to get it up to about the 15-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and probably about 3.5 to 4 yards.
Pretty good play that time by the Amherst County Lancers. He almost broke it.
Well, there was a whole lot of, and the Raiders as well as the Lancers, they are real quick to react to the football. So if you can reverse the field of action on them, you've got a chance.
And the Raiders, I think, will have to call a timeout, Doug, because they couldn't get the man off the field in time. So, Raiders will take a timeout, 8:59 left in our first period of play. It will be 2nd and 4 when we come back on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. It's the Raiders 7, Amherst still trying to get the end zone.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
All right, we're back, folks. 2nd and 4 for the Amherst County Lancers. Jammed up on that line a little bit tighter this time for the Lancers, Doug.
Trying to establish that running game. Running game's important in Lance's offense.
That's number 23 with the ball for the Lancers.
And number 23 is
Jerry Page.
Page is going to get up, and he's going to get close to a first down.
And I think at one time they weren't sure whether Page was going to be able to play or not.
Yeah, you're right.
He had gotten injured last week.
He did, and he may only see limited action tonight with them making the playoffs. You don't want to, like I said, this game is important to both teams because it's the last game of the regular season, and both want to go into the playoffs on a winning note.
Exactly.
The Raiders probably more so because it's for an unbeaten season, but the Lancers, on the other hand, they don't want to bang up anybody because they got a tough road to hoe in that 4A.
No, you're exactly right, and you've got 1st and 10 for the Lancers, and wide open up the middle.
Right up there, that's a quarterback. That's Kashawn Turner. Turner takes it right up the gut.
And what's happening, Doug, is the Lancers are moving their receivers around, and the Raider cornerbacks are getting caught running across the field. That's kind of throwing everything off.
Well, they offer a lot of motion. They offer a lot of different fake handoffs and everything. And the Lancers, since they made that trip back from Florida, have been really, really good.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Little inside handoff that time. Nice hit, but it's going to be enough for the first down. Ball's going to be spotted at about the Amherst County 30-yard line.
And Javon Scruggs, number 1, just a sophomore for this Raider team. Doug, he put a big lick on the running back. But it is enough for a first down, so the Lancers with another first down as they keep this drive going.
Turner brings his group up to the line of scrimmage. And once again, a tight formation. Ball snapped straight back to number 24, John
Good
Collins.
defense.
And Collins is going to get taken down in the backfield for her 3-4 yard loss.
Doug, that was number 26, Delonte Kelso getting in there and got him back in the backfield. I tell you,
but we've got a flag on the play.
And Kelso has a lot of speed. Let's see what the call is going to be. Officials talking about it now. And here comes the call. It's going to be personal foul on Amherst.
Against Amherst.
And Doug, you know.
And when they raise that hand, it's a dead ball, so the play counts.
And it backs it up again.
It'll be second down and about back to the 12-yard line.
So it was after the play that it happened.
So they, as far as I know, they won't get the play over because when the referee raises his hand, that's a dead ball foul.
Yep, and it's second and a long way.
They've got to get to the 40-yard line, and this is starting at the 12. So you figure 28 yards?
Second and 28. But these are times that you break big plays, Doug, in high school.
Well, you've got to watch it because now the defense might relax a little bit. Ball. And
did the Raiders jump off sides?
And this is what they were talking about, and I've been talking about, is Amherst will shift their line from the one unbalanced all the way over to the to unbalance it on the other side. And when they do that, the defensive team jumps, and so and you get to neutral zone, so it gives you 5 yards. So
and that picked up 5 for them. So now it's second and 25. Oh, second and
23.
23. Yeah, you're right. The Lancers move around a lot on that.
So you got to watch the ball, not watch the players. You might have to make an adjustment, but stay here. Ball handed off inside. 24 once again. That's Collins. Collins breaks it up the sidelines and gets a lot of yardage back.
It's a nice run by Collins that time. John Collins.
So it's going to bring up.
Just a junior, Doug.
It's going to bring up third down, about 8 yards to go for a first down.
And Doug, you talk about young teams. Amherst County Lancers on their JV team, which beat Appomattox last night. Appomattox undefeated last night, the JV team. A lot of sophomores on that team.
Well, they're going to feed right into this Lancer program. Ball drop back, pass out into the flat. Nice slant up the middle is going to be enough for the first down. Number 2 catching it is Jordan Wolfolk, and Wolfolk breaks some tackles, gets it up to the 45-yard line. So Amherst overcame that big penalty.
Yeah, set up nicely by the Amherst County front line. David Braxton, number 69, out there leading the charge, along with number 53, who was Taylor Williams, threw some good blocks that time to free up a runner. Doug, we got one score. Justin Forrest 7, Brookville 0 at this time. Another big game in the area.
And see, once again, the Lancers take it from a weak side to a strong side. Once again, 24 takes it Collins up the right side. And Collins is going to be taken down, maybe 2-3 yards pickup that time. We'll see where the official spot is.
I'll tell you, Doug, none of these yards are easy for the Amherst County Lancers. They are.
Second down, about 7 yards to go for first down. Ball spotted just short of the 50-yard line, 48-yard line of the Lancers. Lancers started this drive at about their 23-yard line, and then had it backed up to the 12 on a penalty.
And they made a good drive out of it. They, like you said, overcoming that penalty.
This time quarterback keeps the football.
Nowhere to go that time.
Turner has nowhere to go. He may get a yard out of it. That's about it. Ball's going to be about the 49, so it brings up 3rd and 6.
And Doug, the thing is, these two teams, with the speed they've got, the Raiders this year remind me a lot of those Gretna Hawk teams that won those state championships.
Yes.
Speed to burn out there. I mean, there's unlimited speed out there. The Amherst County Lancers the same way. Yeah. They have got some real quickness on that team.
They really do. And looking at some of the Lancer players, they're pretty good size too.
Well, they're a 4A school, so they're going to be pretty good size.
3rd down, 6. Turner looks, throws back.
Little screen pass.
And
he will not get the first down.
Yeah, they'll get it across the 50-yard line to the Raider 48-yard line. Number 21 with the catch, Trevor Booker.
And Deshaun Thomas, number 3 for the Raiders, making the tackle that time. So You're talking about 4th and, well, let's call it 4, Doug.
Well, I think Coach Phillips thought about maybe going for this, and then it looks like the punt unit coming in. I'm sure they had a little heart-to-heart talk about the last punt that was attempted.
The thing is, Doug, they could still go forward right here. You just never know.
You're exactly right.
The way the Lancers have things spread out, the middle is wide open.
And number 21 is the up back, Trevor Booker. But the snap down, the kick is up, end over end.
Pretty good kick.
It's going to hit and go out of bounds around the 10-yard line, 9-yard line. So a coffin corner kick for the Lancers.
Good kick that time by Hunter Berkeley, number 14. That was a lot better than the last time he tried to kick it.
You're exactly right. Had a little more protection that time.
Let's take a break. The Raiders still up 7-0. It's 4:33 left in our first period of play. We'll be right back for your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like-new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
All right, welcome back, everyone. The Raiders, Doug, on their second play from scrimmage.
So we'll get to see exactly how the Raiders do this down there on 91 yards of pay dirt. The ball's handed off up the middle. This is Fleshman, and Fleshman gets some yards up the middle as he crosses the 15-yard line up close to the 20.
Nice run that time. Philip Fleshman getting out there and making it 2nd and 3 for the Raiders.
2nd down, about 3. You're right.
And Doug, the folks at home, you can probably hear some whistling going on. The wind is blowing pretty good. The flag's straight out.
That's that impending front that's getting ready to come
Bringing
through.
that cold front in here, exactly right. The temperature we had today, we will not get tomorrow.
2nd down, about 3. Matt Page, the quarterback for Appomattox, box signal. He takes the
right up
quarterback stick right up the middle, and Page is in the ring, and he has just gone straight up the middle, and he has gone all the way. Touchdown Raiders.
No flags on the field. Number 2, Matt Page, just outran number 23, Jerry Page.
That is 88 yards.
How about that? Page outrunning Page, Doug.
Yeah.
Now turn the page on that one time.
You just did.
Turn the page.
That's 82 yards. My math is wrong.
I'll tell you what, that was a great run and a great call by the Appomattox Raiders.
Well, nobody over-centered. He just took it, and boom, he was gone. That was a great read that time by Page. Smart play by the senior quarterback.
And here comes Carter Jamison to try to make it 14-0 for the Raiders. Pretty good snap, hole kick up. It is line drive, but it goes through.
Goes through. Not as pretty as the first one, but as effective.
And the Raiders go up 14-0 over Amherst Shannon Lansing. Folks, don't go away. Amherst been known to come back, Doug.
Oh, yes, you're right. They can come back. It's a quick strike team.
Exactly right. And we'll come back, too, right after this. On the live TV game, where we going?
Shentel Cable.
Shentel Cable, yeah. Only on Shentel Cable.
Only. Okay.
O-N-L-Y.
Only.
That's the way you spell it, I think.
O-N-L-Y, yeah.
Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you. Now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years. Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you. Now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building. It's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. The Raiders getting ready to kick off, up 14-0 over the Lancers. 3:43 left in our first period of play. But Doug, the Lancers have made comeback all year long.
Yes, they have.
Deep kick again by Jamison.
Evan Smith with the football. Smith brings it up across the 20 to about the 24-yard line.
A pretty good return.
It was a good return. He took it about to 3. So Smith on a good return. So the Lancers down 14-0. The Raiders, and Coach Phillips talked about the quick strike offense of the Raiders, that they must stop the quick strike.
He did.
And and the Lancers turned it over to set up the first touchdown.
Well,
and then the Raiders took it right down the
he
field,
said
82
they need to
yards.
avoid the turnovers as well, and of course Coach Smith said the same thing. I mean, this is 2 quality football teams.
You're exactly right, and we've got movement in the line now, whether it was the Lancers, and they're giving preliminary signals. Amherst.
That's going to back them up 5 yards, make it 1st and 15 for the Amherst County Lancers. But Doug, this is the Amherst County Lancer team that gave up 70 points to a really, really good offense team, Justin Forrest, but scored 46 points.
You're exactly right. So Amherst knows how to score. Just give them time. They've been in big ball games. They've been in this. Hey, let's face it. You went all the way to Florida and you played.
And it's early in this game. It's only the first quarter.
Ball handed off up the right side, and a pickup of a couple as they get a couple of the penalty yards back.
And that is good defense. Buster Henderson, number 20, in there on the tackle.
Looked like Malik Wolford on the carry.
And in there with him was number 3, Deshaun Thomas. Thomas been called his name quite a bit tonight on the defense for the Appomattox Raiders.
Yeah, Deshaun likes to put his head somewhere. He likes to put it in there and knock a few heads. Ball handed off this time up the middle. No, actually Turner still had the football. They faked me out. Turner still had the football, and somebody just bowled him over. I don't know who that
was. It was Buster Henderson, Doug. Number 20, Buster Henderson for the Raiders. And that backs it way back again, and that's 3rd and about 20.
That ball's down about the 13-yard line. The Raiders coming out here tonight, senior night. They want to go out undefeated. They want, better yet, they are trying to get enough points to try to get this thing where they can be the number 1 team in the region.
Exactly right. Good defense by the Raiders again.
Ball handed off up the middle that time.
Looks like that's number 2.
Number 2, that is Jordan Wolfolk. And Wolfolk's going to get it up to about the 15-yard line.
And Amherst, they got a punt, but I remember a game between the Virginia Cavaliers and Indiana Hoosiers when Indiana went for it on 4th down, and nobody had any idea they were going to do it, and they made it. So you can't ever throw anything out.
I can't believe Amherst is going to be trying anything right here.
I would think not.
The snap is down. The kick is up.
Good kick.
Nice high
kick.
Be
careful. It floats on you.
Walker feels it, and he gets around a couple of tackles.
We're going to have a block in the back.
Yeah, we're going to have a block in the back that time.
That was a pretty easy call. That was number 54 that time, who was Daniel Baldwin, only a sophomore. And what happened, Doug? He was going to make the block in the Amherst County Lancer. He didn't turn his back at the last minute, but he did turn, and that's when Baldwin, you've got to ease up.
So this is going to move it back 15 yards. The Raiders going to be back down about there on 40-yard line when this takes place.
And that's a good call by the official.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on Shentel Cable. It's the Raiders 14 and Lancers nothing.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number 1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders, Doug. That backs them back to their own 39-yard line.
Well, that was an unfortunate penalty, but it happened, and so the Raiders have to deal with it. Still in pretty good field position. Matt Page will take the football. He'll drop back. He looks downfield, throwing it to Buster Henderson. And he finds Buster Henderson down about the Amherst Lancer 30-yard line.
And you know, Doug, the news in advance today said that Buster Henderson has one of the best pairs of hands.
Yes, you're right.
In the area, and he does. That guy can grab it from anywhere.
Well, you know, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they said, well, they haven't been throwing to Buster here a whole lot. I said, well, Buster's probably got a whole lot of double teams, but Devon Graves has been showing up on the other side.
Well, you're right, and Graves is so tall, you can throw it up there.
And I'll tell you what, the wind knocked that pass down. If not, Henderson might be in the end zone.
I think you're right.
1st and 10, the Raiders at the Lancer 28.
We'll throw it again, Doug, out on the flats.
Out to the
That's
flats.
Henderson again. He'll pick up about 7 yards on the play.
So now the Raiders, they ran the football. Of course, last time they went 82 yards on the play right up the middle. So now Lance has kind of tightened that up a little bit. The Raiders throwing the football. Maybe they're going to loosen that front line up again.
Yeah, but now's when you got to watch it when you're throwing the ball, because if one of the Lancers cheats on you, next thing you know, they've got it in the pick six.
You're exactly right. 2nd down, about 2 yards to go. The ball's going to be Page is going to keep the football. He's going right up the middle.
I think he got the first down.
Got the first down. Going to be around the 15-yard line.
So another first down for the Appomattox Raiders. And this is a good crowd here tonight, Doug. Amherst brought a pretty good crowd with them. You know, the stands over there aren't quite full, but it's a lot of people standing around.
Well, it's a lot of people standing on both sides. It's a lot of people standing on both sides, and at the end of the fences. And I don't know how many people's here tonight. They were expecting anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000.
Well, I know the parking lot is full, so you tell me how many's here. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I can't count that high, so you don't have to
if
go
they got $1 for every car, they made a lot of money.
Ball pitch back this time to Fleshman going around left end.
They'll lose a couple yards this time. Good play.
The Lancers kind of read that one out that time, so the loss of a couple, so it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, nice play by the Lancer defense. Number 21, Trevor Booker, made the initial contact over there. You know, they busted that time. The Lancers busted through the line, Doug, and just wreaked havoc on that play right there.
The Raiders got to hurry up and get this play going, because I tell you, it's play clock is counting on down.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can't take long to get this snap off now, because the official is right there and he's ready to throw the flag. And they're going to have to call a timeout, Doug.
And I think they did call a timeout. The Raiders were a little unsure what they want to do, and you get in a scoring position like this, you don't want to waste too many of them. So
yeah, low mix-up that time on the play calling. 59 seconds left in our first period of play. 14-0 Raiders over the Lancers, and we'll come back with more of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable with the late strip at Andy One and the live TV crew.
Yeah, they showed up tonight too.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, they do.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive and Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome back, everyone. Appomattox Raiders, Doug. You know, I know both of these teams can score, but I never thought the Raiders would be up 21-0 in the first quarter.
No, I didn't think so either, because Amherst has been playing really, really good, solid football the last few weeks, and they've been knocking off teams. I don't think they've lost since they've lost to Forest. And of course, they've been piling some points up. I know they trailed a good Brook football club and come from behind and beat them.
Carter Jamison with the kick. And I tell you, he's kicking into that wind really good.
And that ball's going to go down.
It's not going to be in the end zone.
Go into the end zone.
So the Raiders have a chance to really have him backed up here, Doug, and they will.
They will. They got him inside the 10-yard line. That ball hit at the goal line and just died.
Backed up.
I tell you, I wish I had golf spin like that on my golf ball.
I tell you what, I don't think I have any balls that will spin like that. That was, you don't see that happen very often.
No, you don't.
The ball hit at the 1 or 2 yard line and come back.
Most of the Amherst players had broke to the side to let the ball go into the end zone, which is automatic touchback in high school, and the ball hit and stopped.
And you got to remember now, was the Amherst in the end zone? Makes no difference. The ball has got to be across the line.
That's right. The ball has to cross the plane. So the Atlanta's in really poor field position, 8-yard line. They snap back. The ball handed off around the right side. That's number 24, Collins. And Collins is not going to get back to the 10-yard line.
That's good Raider defense, no doubt about it. You know, we talk a lot about the Appomattox Raiders, okay? And we're not trying to be, biased or anything for either team. But right now, it's been all Appomattox.
It has been. The offense has been clicking. The Raider defense has been literally living in the backfield of the Lancers. Lancers had a really good drive where they were putting together and stalled about the 50-yard line. They punted the ball, and that's when Page took it 82 yards.
And that's when they overcame that 2nd and 28.
Ball handed coming around to this end. And staying at home, number 14, making the hit, Devon Graves, who just caught the touchdown pass.
Yeah, and that's number 2, Jordan Wolford.
And so the Raiders are learning to stay at home. They're working together. And the whole thing that Coach Smith has talked about the whole year is preaching being together and playing as a group, and that's what they've done all year.
And that is the end of our first period of play. And folks, if you'd have told me that the Appomattox Raiders would be up 21-0, maybe 21-14 or something like that, Doug, but right now it's been all Appomattox. Come on back, folks. More of our live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. I got a feeling Coach Phillips and the Lancers, they're going to get back in this game. We'll see right after this.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Cavalier Tours has a fantastic round-trip motor coach tour to the Amish countryside in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, May 20th through May 22nd, 2016. We'll visit the Kitchen Kettle Village and Farmers Market. Don't miss out. Book today and also enjoy the newest biblical presentation, Samson. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours. Cavalier Tours serving Central Virginia for over 40 years.
We're back into one, and first play of the second quarter, Doug, looks like...
well, I think the officials have an official timer, and I don't think anything was set for play.
Yeah, I don't think they blew the whistle to get it started.
I don't think so. I mean, I saw the official blow and kind of tapped his chest. It's like my time, so we'll see.
We're going to find out right here as the officials are going to talk about it.
The Amherst Lancers are looking at a third down and about 11 yards to go for a first down. Deep in their end, about the 7-yard line, I believe it is.
And Doug, we understand that Navy Jones for the Jefferson Forest Cavaliers has both touchdowns, and they are up over Brookville 14-0 at Stinger Stadium.
I tell you what, we got a chance to watch Navy Jones perform against EC Glass a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And he is as good as advertised.
Oh, absolutely. He is quick.
But Jefferson Forest, though, has a football team that's got the whole package if they can put a defensive unit together.
Yep.
They have given up a lot of points this year, and that seems to be the knock on them.
The
Offensively,
defense,
they're going to outscore you. Can the defense stop somebody?
That's exactly right. All right, folks, it is 3rd and 6 for the Amherst County Lancers deep in their own territory.
Third down and about 7 yards to go. Drop back pass. Turner looks. Decides to run up the middle.
Some running room. He got hit.
And he's going to get hit and taken down around the 16-yard line. So it'll bring up fourth
and about 5.
Fourth down about 4 maybe.
4th and 4, they say. The yardstick must have, the wind blew the yardstick back a little bit.
And coming up a little hobbled over there. I'm not sure. Is that Turner, the quarterback?
Trying to pick out
somebody's walking a little gingerly over there.
Can't tell what number it is, Doug.
And see, this is one thing about it when you schedule.
Yeah, I believe it is number 1.
When you schedule number 1 is Trey Shuford. When you schedule a team, both of these teams that are tough like this. Trey Walker.
The officials going to say that the Raiders touched it.
They are saying that that Walker touched the football. And I'm not sure. I think they're going to consult right now, but I don't think one official red to play. And so,
yeah, the official on the far side is saying that the ball was touched by Appomattox. They're giving it to the Amherst County Lancers.
So I don't know.
So that was not a good play that time.
No, Walker moved up.
And of course, he didn't try to get the ball, so you would think he didn't touch it. But the official, he says he did.
Ball was touched, but you can't advance it forward. So I'm not real sure that's exactly where the ball was touched.
That's definitely not where the ball was touched.
I thought the ball was touched around the 50-yard line.
It was. So I'm not sure exactly where they got that mark from. Of course, it's good for the Raiders, I guess.
The Raiders, you could not advance the football once it's been touched.
There's a fumble right there.
The Lancers fumbled the football on the direct snap, and so they're going to give a chunk of the yardage back.
Of course, you don't have number 1 in there who is Shuford. I think he was playing quarterback when he did.
No, number 6 is a quarterback, Keshawn Turner.
It looks like Shuford was the one that went out.
But they've had a bunch of guys back there that have been using the direct snap. So,
well, that time the direct snap looked like it was going to number 23, Jerry Page.
Looks like I really can't pick up a number from here.
It was number 20 was back there.
Handed off over the right side.
The Raider defense, Doug, is just all over the Amherst County Lancers. And you're going to be looking at third and about.
I think number 2 that time, Jordan Wolfolk on the carry that time, and lost his hat, so he's got to go out the game for at least one play.
Doug, you're looking at third and about 17 or 18 yards again, and Amherst has had some third and longs tonight.
So now the Lancers looking at long once again. Clock and signals.
And the Raiders, I believe, jumped offside.
I believe they're going to get a jump offside. The Raiders have been jumping all night, so the Raiders have got, when you're on defense, you got to watch the movement of the ball.
Doug, discipline, because you have a 3rd and 17. You do not want to jump off sides. Wait for that ball to be snapped.
And then, still third and about 13 yards to go for a first down. Still, it's a long way to go, but
it's more manageable now than it was.
It was. It's definitely more manageable.
So here come the Lancers, 3rd and 13.
And being down 21-0, if they get close to getting the first down, they got a shot at probably going for it.
I would think so.
Ball handed off, going around the right side.
Shuford.
And Shuford is back in. And he's going to be taken down.
Might have got 2 yards, Doug.
He's going to be taken down about the 41-yard line of the Lancers. So it should be a 4th down at about 11 yards to go for a first down.
4th, 11, 10.5, something like that. And here comes number 14 for Amherst, who is Hunter Berkeley. And boy, he has been busy tonight.
And the other thing I dislike, the Raiders have been doing it all year long, sending number 6 back, Trey Walker, to receive the punt. But I like to have 2 people back there in case one makes a mistake.
It does make a difference. Not a very good kick that time. Watch out, don't let it hit you.
Ball scribbed off. I think he saw Buster Henderson coming through the line that time, and he tried to rush his kick.
And Doug, that's about a 20-yard punt is what that is. So the Raiders going to get it in pretty good field position on their own 42-yard line. Let's take a break. It's 21-0. Raiders over Amherst. We'll be right back with more of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
A little bit.
I think he's still got a few. He's going up to the line a little slow.
I'll tell you what, number 55 is no small gentleman either.
No, he's not. Number 55.
232, 6'1".
Yeah, that hit you, you going to feel it.
This time the ball goes up the middle, and Fleshman will get 2 or 3 yards on the play. He'll cross around the 30-yard line.
You know, Doug, and I really, by watching these two teams, you can tell that they have respect for each other. There's a lot of respect out there these two teams have for each other. And you and I were talking earlier. These guys played each other in Little League football for years.
For years they go around and they play, the Youth League football area. Amherst just won, Campbell County, Timberlake, all up through there. And it's a great rivalry for youth, and these guys see each other all the time. This time Page is going to keep it coming over the right side, find some running room up the middle, get some turns in upfield, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown. A 29-yard run for Matt Page.
And Doug, let me tell you something about Matt Page. He was a senior this year. In his junior year, he was not nearly as good as he is in his senior year. There's a flag down on the field. Could it be excessive celebration, perhaps?
I don't know whether it's excessive celebration or taunting or what, but it's going to be, we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct against Appomattox.
You probably what happens is you're excited, you scored a touchdown, you flip it, you spike it, you turn, you make a gesture, and the official's just not going to let you do that. So now Carter Jameson has a much longer extra point.
They are actually going to take the penalty on the kickoff.
Oh, okay.
They have that option. So, so the Raiders will line up. They will kick off 15 yards deeper. So the extra point from Jameson. Snap down, kick up. Kick is good.
It is good, and the score. The Appomattox Raiders 28. The Amherst County Lancers still not on the board. 6:08 left in the first half of our contest, and the Raiders will keep kicking off from deep in their own territory because of that penalty. We'll come back, see what Amherst can do with it right after this.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome back, everyone, and Doug, because of that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that touchdown Matt Page had, the Raiders will have to kick off from their own 25-yard line. Now, the only good thing about this is the wind is behind them.
The wind is behind them. Yes, you're exactly right.
So the Lancers lining up at about the 20-yard line to receive it.
Number one back deep, I think, is Trey Shuford, along with number 2, Jordan Wolfolk.
And James, a pretty good kick, and it will go over everybody's head and into the end zone.
So the ball's going to start at the 20-yard line. And like I said, that's a right good kick.
And Doug, I got to tell you, Carter Jamison, number 40, he's just a sophomore, but very impressive with his kicking.
Yeah, and you know what you need on a Saturday afternoon at the next level, you need a pretty good kicker.
Absolutely, no question. And he's just a junior, so he'll get stronger.
Yes.
But he's very accurate on his kicks as well.
6:08 to go. The Raiders up 28-0 over the Amherst Lancers. And if you'd have told me this score before we started tonight, I'd have probably said no.
I would have bet your money it wouldn't have been this.
No. But the Lancers, once again, they have that ability to strike quick, so we'll see what can happen.
All right, here we go. All that shifting going on.
And Raiders have done pretty good to adjust to that shift.
Well, you know, you watch a lot of film, Doug.
Coming over to the left side, number 24,
24,
John
down,
Collins is going to go down.
Now, is that going to be a face mask, Doug? Yes, it is. Face mask on the Raiders. So that's going to be another additional 10 to 15 yards.
15 yards. That's automatic personal foul penalty. 15 yards.
And that's what happens. You know, you're gang tackling and the runners fall in one way, and you're trying to make sure you get your hands on them. Next thing you know, you grab that face mask. It's very easy to do.
The hand slips and you grab mask.
And there used to be, you know, like you didn't try. Well,
the inadvertent mask.
They only marked off 5 yards, Doug. Maybe that's still in there. I thought they'd done away with that.
I thought they did away with that too.
But inadvertent face mask, I guess.
But it's a first down and 10 for the Lancers. Ball spotted about their own 32.
Raiders, they watched a lot of film, Doug, because you got to do that the way the Amherst moves around.
Number 2 with the handoff is Jordan Wolfolk. Wolfolk comes up over the middle.
Nowhere to go.
And he may get about a yard on that play, and that's about it.
And right now, Doug, you have got to give credit to the Appomattox County Raider coaching staff for having that team prepared for the Amherst County Lancers. I mean, you got to remember the Amherst County Lancers are averaging 41 points a game. They are a quality football team.
Well, the Raiders, of course, last week their starters probably got about a half of work last week because they were up 51-0. They said that the JVs and extras played most of the second half.
That's right.
And so these starters, they've had a little bit of rest this week, but they've also had some time to get game film and look. And you know that they scattered Amherst pretty good last week.
Buster Henderson on the tackle that time, along with I believe that's number 20, 21, I think, who was Jerron Kelso.
So looking at third down and about 6 yards to go for a first down. 4:45 to go, first half of play.
And the Lancers, Doug, with this offense they run, it's hard to pick up who's got the ball.
Number 24, this is Collins with the football running left.
Yeah,
turns it
upfield. He's up for the first down, too. That's a good blocking.
He's going to get a nice first down that time as he got it around the left side.
That was like the old Washington Redskins student body left or whatever you want to call it, because, man, when the guards and them pulled, they really pulled and did some great blocking.
Yeah, when Joe Jacoby used to pull and go out, he was like a mountain.
Yeah, well, they weighed about 350 pounds, too. That is a mountain.
And I could have actually followed behind him. First down and 10. The Lancers now coming towards the near side of the field.
Oh, what a hit.
They hit and take it down at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 21, Doug, is down right now, Jerron Kelso. He made the initial contact, but Buster Henderson really came in and put a shot on number 24, who is John Collins for the Amherst County Lancers. And they didn't pick up anything, so you're looking at 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 yards to go. I tell you, that was an explosive hit. Once again, here's that shift that Amherst has been doing, and they take it from one unbalanced side to another unbalanced side. Then they run the football back towards the wide side of the field, and that's Woolfolk, Jordan Woolfolk with the football, and he's going to pick up. Actually, they blew him dead. He was still running with the football, but they blew him that he got pushed back. Forward progress stopped.
Pick up, we'll call it 3. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Amherst County Lancers.
Go D!
That wind has not died down any, Doug. Matter of fact, it's blowing even harder.
So the Lancers looking at a 3rd and 7 as we come up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half of play.
2 men in motion, Doug. No flag?
They deflew
there it is right there. And that's going to come back, folks.
That will come back, even though
got the first down, but they'll
24,
bring that back.
John Collins that time picked up the first down.
I really thought they would have called that dead ball illegal shift that time, Doug, with 2 men in motion like that.
So, but they did. They had 2 men in motion, and so they'll bring it back. It'll bring up 3rd down, and you're looking at about 12 when they come back. But the Raiders that time gave that would have been another big play right there for the Lancers to have picked up a first down on that 3rd and long.
And what you have, Doug, is you cannot have 2 men in motion
at the same time.
At the same time, exactly right.
Now you can have the right end move to the left side a little bit and stop, and you can have another guy go in motion and stop, but they can't be in simultaneous.
And you can have the line move over as long as they haven't gotten set. They can move.
Yes. So this time dropping back, pass over the middle.
Almost
intercepted by Graves. Oh well, about the 40-yard line.
Number 11, Ryan Finch, was in that time at quarterback.
Yeah, Finch was in at quarterback.
And so now you're looking at 4th and 12. It looks 4th and 12 to me, Doug. It looks like
4th and 13.
4th and about 14, I'd say. And here comes our man tonight, Hunter Berkeley.
Yeah, he's been a little busy tonight for the Lancers here in the first half tonight.
Hunter Berkey, he's got key at the end of his name, and he's been the key so far tonight for Amherst because he's been on the field a lot.
The Raiders have put some pressure on him and forced him to kick the ball hurriedly tonight.
Low snap.
And
they're going to get him again.
And they are going to get him, as that time he had no chance. The long snapper is snapping a slow snap. So the Raiders last week, apparently scouting, figured out they could rush the punter tonight.
That's number 9, Christian Kennedy, in there that time that made the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders, ball at around the Lancer 30-yard line.
And nothing is going right for the Amherst County Lancers. Let's take a break, folks. We'll come right back.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you, now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders bringing it up to the line. Page going to throw it. He's putting it up in the air for Henderson, but
and this is where that wind kind of catches that ball.
Really making it float, no question about
makes
that.
It float a little bit. They were trying, and Page, a senior, he's had some shining moments so far. He's trying to get his buddy Buster a little shining moment.
Well, Buster, he makes his moments, I must say.
He does. He's had a couple big stops tonight, too, hits.
All right, so the Raiders bring them up to the line again, and I tell you, Doug, it's just been the first half of all Raiders. 2:23 left in our first half, and the Raiders up 28-0.
Now the Raiders do have one timeout left.
Page
with
nowhere
the
to go
football,
this time,
and he's going to move it down inside the 30 to about the 27.
He'll get hit pretty good that time by number 62 for the Amherst County Lancers, Josh Tinsley. He's a nose guard, sophomore Doug, 6'2", 265.
And look like Page has got a little hitch in his giddy up out there right now.
Well, they got hit pretty good that time.
So it's third down, about 8 yards to go for a first down.
And that's what you hope is neither team, you don't want people to get hurt. Raiders with 4 wideouts, including big number 8, Marquise.
He's got nobody on him. Oh.
And we got a timeout, I think.
And Amherst is going to call that timeout. And I think Coach Phillips and them saw that nobody was on Marquise Morgan, number 8. And that's exactly who Page threw the ball to.
Well, I'll be telling. I thought that maybe that could be an illegal substitute rule coming off the bench because they broke the huddle.
Well, they never went in a huddle.
Well, that's true.
That's the thing about these quick offenses like that. When you don't have a huddle, how do you say that they broke the huddle? Anyway,
yeah.
All right, we're going to come back, folks. It's 28-0. The Raiders over the Lancers of Amherst. 1:43 left in our first half. Can the Raiders put it in the end zone again? We'll see. Come on back and join us. Your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable.
You did pretty good with it.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone. And Doug, that wind has gotten stronger. It's almost like a hurricane or something coming in.
Either that or you got the fan on a little high.
Well, if I got it on super high.
143. Page looking.
Got plenty of time to throw it.
He throws it downfield and he overthrows the intended receiver that time. And once again, I really think the wind is having a lot because the ball is sailing high.
It is, and that time Page probably should have just tucked it and ran in there. Well, we got fourth down, and Carter Jamison coming out, Doug. Are they going to try a field goal
They're
here?
going to bring Eric Jamison tonight. They got the wind behind him. So they're going to give it a shot. This may be something you need in the playoffs, so we'll find out.
This is going to be a
45-yard field goal.
Yeah, they
made almost 46.
Made a 40-yarder last week. This would be the problem with a kick like this, Doug, you have to keep it kind of low, and Amherst they're coming after it, no doubt about it.
Well, a block and a return here.
But you got to have a good snap, a quick hold, and a quick kick. And here we go. It's down, the kick is up. It's low, but no good.
No good. No good. It was a little wide left. And Lancers will take over 1st and 10.
All right, folks, we'll come back. 1:32 left in our first half of play. 28-0. Raiders over the Lancers.
Hello, everyone. Jimmy the Lakes again. And C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
And welcome back, everyone. And Doug and I just discussed it. In high school, the ball goes to the 20-yard line, Doug. So
college and pros, it goes back to the point you missed the kick from.
Exactly right.
So the handoff coming to the near side of the field. It looked like number 24, Collins, had
And
no
nowhere
chance.
for Collins to go that time as the Raider defensive line and the linebackers really converging, Doug.
Actually, that was number 5, Jason Whitley.
And Doug, the thing is, you talk about Amherst, they can run it, but they can throw the ball as well. And this win is really affecting the passing game for both teams.
But Amherst they've had a little success running, but it's been very little success running the football tonight.
Amherst hadn't had a good drive since they had that 2nd and 28 and ended up getting a first down before they were stopped by the Raiders.
Fake handoff around, and the ball kept up the middle by the quarterback. And I didn't exactly see the number of the quarterback because they've been taking direct snaps all night long. And I think that's confusing to the other team. You don't know who's getting the football.
Yeah, and Doug, it's 38 seconds left. The Raiders can hold on. They're going to go in with a 28-0 lead at halftime. And when you get in there and you coach Doug Smith and the Raider coaching staff, you got to try to keep these guys up. You can't say, hey, guys, don't think about being 28-0. We still got another whole half left.
Octavius Jones was the man carrying the football, picked up about 5 yards, third and about 5. And he was the man who got the signal from his sideline that time. So he must be the man in charge of the huddle.
And don't think Coach Cecil Phillips for Amherst is not going to make some adjustments in that locker room at halftime.
And that's Jones with the football running up the middle. He's going to be short of the 30. But they're going to let the time expire.
And that is the end of the first half of play. And 28-0. The Raiders over Lansing. Wow. Something else. All right, folks. We'll come back. We'll talk about it with our State Farm halftime report right after this.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
All right, welcome back to Appomattox, everyone. Jimmy the Lakes, and the dandy one, Doug Marshall, and our State Farm halftime report. State Farm, right there in the heart of Appomattox. Jim Ford and his staff does a great job, whether it's life or homeowners or car insurance, automobile. I mean, it's just great. And we forgot to mention the 460 Flea Market because they do our pregame show, and we do apologize for that. The guys will get you some extra advertising because of that. But don't forget about State Farm Insurance. Jim Ford, they do a great job for you. And like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
He hit it right on cue. Folks, first half, what can you say? It's been all Raiders of Appomattox, 28-0 on the scoreboard. And Doug, 3 plays and they had 14-0.
Yeah, it was. 3 offensive plays is about all it was. Of course, they were able to snuff a punt, recover a fumble, take it down to the 3-yard line. First play, Fleshman took it in the end zone. Next thing you know, the Raiders get the ball back. 2 offensive plays later, 82 yards down the field, it's 14-0.
And you remember the Amherst County Lancers? They have a great football team. They are a 4A school. Just played Rustburg, I think it was last week.
Yes.
They ended up beating Rustburg, and they had one gentleman on that team that rushed for over 200 yards. Tonight, I'm not even sure they had 50 yards of total offense.
First half, the Raider defense has pretty much shut them down. And the gentleman you're talking about, I'm not even sure he's in the lineup tonight because he did sustain an injury last week.
He did.
And of course, with the Amherst, pretty much a shoe-in the playoffs. You want everybody healthy, so they may be resting him tonight. Plus, they've got a couple other guys banged up first half. But the Raiders' defense has just shut the Amherst Lancers down. They've been able to do nothing. They've sporadically picked up a couple first downs here or there. Nothing sustained.
Well, as advertised, as we advertised in the beginning when we did our pregame show, we talked about the Appomattox Raiders. They only given up 7.5 points a game.
Exactly.
Amherst County giving up 31 points. But on the flip side of that, Amherst is scoring scoring 41 a game, and at halftime, they have 0. So what does that tell you about the Appomattox defense?
And you're also talking about the Appomattox defense is over 7 points a game. That's kind of skewed a little bit because the 14 points they gave up last week against Chatham, there was the JVs and second string.
Basically, the whole JV team.
The first string defense is probably less points than that.
Exactly right. Folks, this has been a great game. Let's take a break and let them tell you about great insurance. State Farm, Jim Ford, right there in Appomattox.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. Remember, State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jim Ford and his staff do a great job in the heart of historic Appomattox. And Doug, we're in the heart of Raider country right now, and I tell you what,
it can't get any harder.
It is a huge crowd here for both teams, and I just wish that you could take all the people that are standing and put them in the stands, because if you do, I don't think you'd have enough room for everybody.
You don't have enough stands. I think they were trying to figure out, because they were anticipated a big crowd today. It's about 3,500 bleacher seats or whatever here, and then you were looking at about possible 5,000 people, so you might have a couple thousand standing.
I don't think it's 5,000 here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people at this game. This is probably the biggest game as far as the fan base goes since 1976, when the Appomattox Raiders took on the Rustburg Red Devils, Doug. Yeah. My senior year in high school, of course, in that game, Appomattox got beat by Rustburg, but I mean, it was a great game, and a lot of people, they estimated 5,000 people over at Old Bragg Stadium. And folks, if you never saw Old Bragg Stadium, you put 5,000 people in there, man, you got a lot of people standing around.
It was like sardines in that place.
It really was.
Over here, it's a little more spread out, but still, when you put a lot of people in this stadium, and this is the type of atmosphere that the Raiders have wanted to do. They've wanted to fill the bleachers of the football stadium, and they finally got the wish. And I tell you what, we're talking about this. They're talking about playoffs now. They're going to be hosting a first-round playoff game. If the atmosphere stays the same, they could have a packed house again.
Oh, there's no question about it. The Raiders, you know, they were in the playoffs last year, but they hadn't gone since the second round of the playoffs for about 5 or 6 years now.
They got beat in the third round by Erda Giles, in a real, as they say, heavily contested game. But the Raiders last year knocked out in the first round. This year, the Raiders have one thing about it. They've always been on the road. Their record this year, and the way it looks right now, are going to be undefeated. They have a chance to play host as long as they win, and if they're in the top 1 or 2 spots, they can host all the way until they get ready to go to Salem, where the state championship game is played.
Exactly right. All right, folks, it is 28-0. The Raiders over the Amherst County Lancers here in Appomattox at Bragg Stadium. Jimmy the Lakes, the Dandy One, Doug Marshall, and we're going to come back with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Cavalier Tours has a fantastic round-trip motor coach tour to the Amish countryside in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, May 20th through May 22nd, 2016. We'll visit the Kitchen Kettle Village and Farmers Market. Don't miss out. Book today and also enjoy the newest biblical presentation, Samson. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours. Cavalier Tours serving Central Virginia for over 40 years. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Welcome back, everyone, to Appomattox, Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes, and the Danny one, Doug Monson. And Danny, it gets wild up in the booth sometimes.
No, you get wild up in the booth sometimes.
Well,
you know, but you keep it lively, I'll give you that.
Got to keep it lively, and the Raiders will get the ball. Doug, down, Amherst County's on onside kick.
Hey, Hunter Berkeley tonight is, this is the first time he won't be rushed.
You're exactly right.
Back deep is Fleshman and Buster Henderson, and Henderson gets the football, comes right back up the middle with it, and he's going to break through a bunch of people. Wow. They're going to be taken down at about the 45-yard line. No flags on the play, so the Raiders take over in Amherst County territory at the 45-yard line. And now you know why you really don't want to kick off to the Raiders deep, right?
That right there is a nice run back, and you're watching this game. It's 28-0. The Raiders are basically having their way with the Amherst County Lancers. And Doug, I'm telling you, Amherst is better than what they're playing right now. But the Raiders have a good team. They are good.
And I said that was Buster Henderson. I think that was number 26, Delonte Kelso, who ran that ball back.
Well, I thought it was Henderson. It was Henderson, the producer said.
Ball handed off up the middle. That's Fleshman. Gets it down to the 40-yard line, so pick up about 5 on the play.
You know, Doug, what I see this year and last year, too, with the Appomattox Raiders, there's a lot of discipline on this team. Coach Smith has done a great job with this. And, Amherst had the same thing. They have a lot of discipline. Really impressed with JF when they came out last week against Glass. I mean, in unison, and that's what they need to instill in these young players now.
Yeah, the discipline, that's what allows them to play. Page will roll to the right. Page is trying to throw it downfield, throws it over the head of the intended receiver, number 8. That's Marquise Morgan.
That's a smart play. Just get rid of it. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss. Come back. 3rd and 6.
And I think the Lancers decided that they can't allow him to pass the football, so they got to put a little rush on him. And they rolled out the pocket. He did have Henderson. He did have Morgan open, but he just overthrew him.
Well, the problem is you're on the short side of the field as well, Doug, and a lot of interceptions can happen on that short side of the field. It's not much room over there. The Raiders have 4 wideouts. 3rd and 6.
Page takes the football, drops
the
back.
Blitz, they give it off to Fleshman.
Fleshman gets tripped up, and he was going to go down at about the 37, 38-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3. Will the Raiders roll the dice?
Look like they're going for it.
They're up 28-0.
Yeah, number 20, Octavius Jones with the trip up that time of Fleshman. So here go the Raiders going for it on 4th down. They got a quick snap trying to push the pile.
And I don't know.
Did they get that? I don't think they did, Doug.
It looks like they're marking the football just a little bit short of the 35-yard line, so I'm not sure he got there or not. I think they had to get right to the 35. They're going to be about a half yard short of the first down.
Well, I would have thought maybe they might have measured that, Doug, because that was really close.
Well, they ruled it first down for the Lancers. The Raiders came up about a half yard shy.
I didn't particularly like that play, Doug, on a fourth and.
Well, they tried the quick snap to catch something quick, and the Lancers were ready for it.
Yeah, they were.
So
good
the
job
Lancers,
by the Lancers.
First down and 10, ball at their own 35-yard line. Ball fumbled down by number 2. That is Jordan Wolfolk. And Wolfolk is going to be taken down back at about the 25-yard line. That's where his forward progress is going to be. And that was almost turned out really bad for the Lancers right there because that ball was on the ground.
Yeah. And, I'm not so sure right there is where he was down. I'm not so sure he wasn't down back about the 20. He had the ball, and he was still trying to go forward when the Raiders hit him.
Well, they gave forward progress to the 25, so that's going to be second down and still 20 yards. That's a loss of about 10 on the play. So second and 20.
And in the lineup, number 11, the quarterback, Ryan Finch.
And Finch is going to throw it over to the right side, and it goes in and out of the hands, almost picked off out in the backfield by Dews.
Is that number 2, I believe, Doug? Jordan Woodford?
Jordan Wolfolk that time.
Yeah, Wolford that time. It slipped right through his hands.
And almost into the hands of number 10, Devin Dews.
Well, yeah, the Lancers like that quick slant, and they made a living off of that thing, too.
So third down and 20 yards for the Lancers. And the Lancers are into the win here in the third quarter. Finch drops back.
And we'll get sacked.
And the Raiders defense all over top of him back around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 26 in there, Delonte Kelso, and also in on that tackle, number 21, who was Teron Kelso.
I'll tell you what, I don't know who the Lancers might be having in the wings next week to play, but if they've got anybody scouting this team tonight, the Raiders are showing how to beat them by just beating them off the ball.
Yeah, Drew Mann, Doug, also went on now. Only a sophomore, 6'2", 205.
Trey Walker back deep about the 50-yard line.
And the kicker's Mr. Berkey. And a good kick.
And the ball's going to hit and take a Lancer bounce down inside to around the 41-yard line. So the Raiders will take over first and 10. That time Walker decided he might leave it alone.
Lancers held the Raiders. Raiders held the Lancers. We'll come back. 9:16 left in our third period of play. 28-0. Raiders over Hammers.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
back, everyone. I just announced the 50-50 going, Doug, and I kind of feeling quite much tonight.
I didn't have it.
Well, I neglected to buy one, but
Ball,
anyway.
ball handed off up over the right side. I believe that's Fleshman.
That is Fleshman.
And he's going to be taken down around the 45-yard line.
And on the tackle, number 4, Clarence Henley.
Pickup of about 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
Well, the Raiders come back up to the line again, and clock just ticking away, 8:50 and counting in the third quarter.
It's been a fairly quick ball game tonight, really.
It has. Raiders have stacked up backfield.
Ball's going to be handed to the first back through, and be going. It'll muscle up to about the 50-yard line. I believe on one that may have been. I didn't see who the handoff was to. Number 6, that's Walker.
And leading the blocking that time was Xavier Morgan, number 51.
3rd down, 2 yards to go for the Raiders.
Morgan, Doug, a junior, 6 foot, 295. So the Raiders got some size as well.
Matt Page, the quarterback for the Appomattox Raiders. Walker and Fleshman in the backfield. This time Fleshman's going to get it up over the left side. He accelerates through the hole and gets it down into the Lancers territory at about the 42, 43-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
And never did bring him down. The Raiders offensive line was holding him up, and the Amherst line was holding him up as well, so Fleshman never hit the ground.
Yeah, well, they're going to spot it around the 44, so we'll give it, but it's a first down. That's a big thing. First down and 10. The Raiders have the football and a new set of downs. The Raiders coming out in a tight bunch formation. No wide receivers this time. They're running a tight formation right now.
Well, trying to run time off the clock, Doug.
Ball handed off number 6. That's Walker. Walker comes up over the right side. Going to get good yardage down inside the 40-yard line.
And, you know, Doug, the Raiders picking up some nice chunks of yards out there.
So the Raiders looking at it. Will pick up about, we'll give him 4 yards on that, 2nd and 6. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of the Amherst County Lancers.
And there's 7 minutes left in the third period.
And I think maybe, you know, now the Raiders are working on, the Lancers have to have at least 4 possessions to get to win. And if the Raiders control the football and the clock, it's going to be hard for them to get the football back.
Exactly right.
And this is what you need when you play playoff football, because you got to control the ball and the clock.
Exactly right. Carry that time by number 26 for the Raiders, who is Delonte Kelso.
And Kelso gets it down to about the 37-yard line, brings up 3rd down, about 3. Now the Raiders go to the full spread. 4 wide receivers, 1 back. High snap that time.
Page is just fall on it. Smart move.
Page just going to take it, and he dove on it, and the ball just went high that time. The center, and that's one of the few exchanges that we've seen bad this year by the center.
Yeah, and you know, Doug, the thing is, you look at it and you go, okay, it's 28-0. Half of the third quarter's gone, and we did that. Now, if you're talking fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, you're on a drive, that would kill you.
Yes.
So Carter Jamison back to do the punting. First punt for the Raiders tonight.
And back deep for the Lancers, and I can't quite pick up those numbers. The snap back.
Good snap. Jamison with the kick. Pretty good kick. Oh, a nice
real
kick.
Real good kick. Goes over the head, and that's going to go into the end zone, so it's going to be a
touchback. That was a good-looking kick by Carter Jamison. All right, folks. 5:28 left in the third period. 28-0. Raiders over the Lancers. Can the Lancers get something going? Well, come on back and join us on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable, and we'll see.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here, and are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive and Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like-new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Welcome back, everyone. Lance's trying to get something going in this third quarter.
Ball's handed off, kind of breaking up the middle that time. Amherst County Lanza.
That's a good run by Amherst right there on
that's
first down.
One of the better gains tonight.
That's number 23.
23 for the Lancers. That's Jerry
Page. A nice gain that time of about 5 yards, we'll say. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
Ball handed off once again. I believe that's Page trying to go up over
this
the
time
right
he'll
side.
lose yardage.
This time he didn't even get.
What's that fumble, Doug?
It's a fumble, and we're going into the end zone.
They got a flag down on the play. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't either.
Very, very late flag.
They're also whistling right here that I believe they're going to go rule that the ball was down.
Well, a very late flag thrown in as well. I mean, the Raiders were in the end zone when the flag was thrown. So let's see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the referee sort this one out.
I'm assuming he couldn't get it out of his pocket because it was thrown very late.
So we got a
personal foul,
face mask against the Raiders. So,
and that was very, very late, Doug.
Yeah. So that nullified the Raider touchdown, and that gives the Amherst Lancers a first down. Ball will be spotted up.
I tell you, Doug,
around the 45-yard line,
and the officials,
40-yard line.
They've done a pretty good job tonight, but that was a really late flag that came in.
First down and 10 now. The Lancers with a little new life this time. This time, once again, Page comes up over the left side, and he's going to get taken down after about a 5-yard pickup up to about the 45-yard line. So they found a little running room over on that left side of the line.
And, something like that can bring life back into a team. Get them right back into it. You said to yourself it's 28-0, but anything can happen in a football game. You can score quick.
Well, the Raiders put 21 points up in the first half, in the first quarter, pretty quick.
That's true.
Once again, Page comes up over right side of the line.
Might get a yard that time.
Yeah, he might have got a yard, maybe 2 at the most. The ball's going to be spotted around the 46-yard line.
See who's on the bottom of that pile, number 62. That is Drew Mann again.
Second down, third down, probably about 4 yards for a first down.
Drew Mann injured at the beginning of the year, Doug, but he's come on of late, and he is only, he's only a sophomore.
Snap this time going to number 5, coming up over the left side.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
Jason Whitley is going to be just a little shy of the 50-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and short. And my guess is it's probably no guess is that that he's going to go for it. Coach Phillips over there. 3:28 to go, down 28-0.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They're definitely going for this one.
And what the Raiders have to really watch out for is trying to be pulled off sides with a hard snap.
Exactly. And the Lancers have done pretty good since number 11, Ryan Finch, has come in at quarterback.
Ball snap, handed back.
They got him, Doug, in the backfield.
And he's not going to get the first down. And I'll tell you what, the one thing that you can't do against the Raiders is try to go wide because they are so quick.
I tell you what, they are, Doug. That time you got number 21 in there, Deron Kelsey. You got number 20, Buster Henderson. I'm telling you, these guys for the Appomattox Raiders, they have some speed on the corners.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you can't do is try to go wide. They'd have been better off with a quarterback sneak for a half yard or so.
Let's take a break and we'll come right back.
Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you. Now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders line it up.
That's Fleshman, I believe, coming over to the left side of the Appomattox offensive line. He's going to get maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, maybe 2. And Fleshman is down. Hope it's nothing major, maybe just a cramp. And that's the thing, Doug. You don't want to get your players hurt because, the playoffs will start next week.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want anything serious. The fleshman is a vital cog. It is.
Let's take a break and we'll come back and see how he is right after this, Coach. You're watching the Raiders and the Lancers on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Game.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone, and Philip Fleshman is up. Doug, I believe he got a cramp.
Well, yeah, the one thing about it, even though it's cool like this tonight, and of course it's a little warmer, normal for November the 6th, but still, you have to stay hydrated.
It's not cool,
and you don't get hydrated.
Well, that's not cool in all that running they're doing. They'll get
well, I mean,
warm
you
down
still
there.
sweat pretty good, so
No
you
doubt
still gotta get your fluids in.
We got a score of 34-7 JF over Brookville at Stinger Stadium, and Be Faithful can't like that one, Doug.
Second down, about 8. No, they will not be happy with that one. But one thing about it, the Bees are going to make the playoffs once again this year.
The Bees have a good team, no question about it. They lost to Liberty in overtime, which that was kind of an upset.
And they lost to this Amherst Lance a bunch.
And that goes to show you right there how good Amherst really is.
Third down, about 2 to go for the Raider first down.
We got Dan River 20-0 over Alta Vista.
Dan River is one of those sneaky teams you got to watch out for.
They are.
They've been coming on of late. The Raiders caught them on a good time, but the Raiders have just hit everybody's number this year.
Page going to keep it,
Page
off tackle.
going off tackle. I thought for a minute I thought maybe that he fumbled the football a little bit, but
it's going to be 4th down again. So here's the question:
4th down about what
you go for it?
The Raiders going to go for it. I mean, I think it's too far out for them to kick. But I think the Raiders go for it.
Well, you can't punt it. And if you do try to kick the field goal, I mean,
the
Raider Jameson got to catch it just right.
The Raider defense has been playing pretty good tonight. So a minute 28 to go, down at the 30-yard line. It's kind of a no-brainer this time.
Yeah. Lance is stacking it in there, though.
And that's going to be a first down because popping through Trey Walker, he's going to get it down to about the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
Good blocking on the interior line by the Raiders. Call a couple names out. Number 54, Daniel Baldwin's out there. Of course, you got number 8, Marquise Morgan's in there as well. Trying to pick up some of the number
62 and 67.
Yeah, that's Drew Mann and Nathan Drew. Drew Man, Nathan Drew. How about putting those names together?
Number 51, Xavier Morgan, also in there. Some of those names were called tonight as seniors.
Yes.
This time Page is going to roll to
looking
the right.
To throw it, looking for Henderson. He gets it up in the air, and it is.
And we're going to run over, and they're going to say feet got tangled up, no pass interference that time.
And, you know, the ball might have been out of the end zone anyway, Doug. The wind is really pushing the ball.
So 48.9 seconds, third period to play. The Raiders still on top of the Amherst Lancers, 28-0. But so far, the second half, it's been a nothing shutout.
Well, it has been. Amherst has held their own against the Raiders in the second half. But time is steadily moving off of the clock. A lot of running plays. Well, when you play Amherst, it's going to run fast anyway because they run the ball 90% of the time.
Matt Page settles under center. Will hand the football off to a runner over the right side, left side of the line. Number 21 running the football. That is going to be
Deron Kelso.
Deron Kelso. Kelso gets hit. He's going to get about 2 yards, so brings up third down and a long 8 for the Raiders. Ball spotted for play, so the Raiders will have to run this play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, because the official said wind the clock, so they will definitely have to run this play. But this should be the last play, barring a penalty, of the third quarter.
Pass over
nice
the middle.
Slant.
That pass that time, number 7, crossing Dre Perkins on the slant that time.
That was a nice play. Page it looked like he might run it, Doug, and then he threw that nice slant, and that's going to be a first down for the
First down, ball spotted down around the 12-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
And they'll start the clock as soon as they mark it. That's going to end our third quarter. Won't be another play this quarter, Doug.
No, the Raiders will take this one, bring it on down, and they'll go for the fourth quarter. And they'll go into the fourth quarter right now, pitching a shutout. It's Appomattox Raiders 28, Amherst Lancers nothing. We're going to come right back with the fast and furious fourth quarter right after this on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel TV.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, Cedarline does the job right. And don't forget, Cedarline has guaranteed credit. Cedarline, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try Cedarline.
Visit us online.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome back, everyone. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Doug, where they at? About the
12-yard line.
12-yard line.
Matt Page will drop back.
Looking to throw it.
He's trying to outrun
Got to
somebody.
get rid of it.
He throws it toward the sideline. Tries to hit Marquise Morgan stretching out, but that's a big frame to stretch out for Marquise, but he didn't quite do it, but he threw it where nobody else could catch it.
Well, the smart thing about that play, too, Doug, is that he throws it where only Marquise Morgan's going to catch it. It's not going to get intercepted when you throw it right down.
Yeah. No, it's not. And you are, believe it or not, he's probably in field goal range, even though it's into the wind. Carter Jameson has shown that he can kick the ball pretty strong into the wind tonight.
Yes, he has.
But the Raiders would like to put points up on the board, I'm sure. Going in motion is Morgan, but this time handing the football up over the right side. It looks like that Deron Kelso had the football running it.
Yep, that's exactly who it was, Deron Kelso.
And we haven't seen Fleshman re-enter the football game. He's still on the sideline, but I see him walking around drinking water.
Yeah, he's not, sitting on the bench or anything, so it looks like he's walking fine right now.
Yeah, he's walking around. I think that he's drinking water, trying to get the fluids back in his system. And you'll probably see him again in the game in just a little bit. So we're third down, about 5 for a first down.
3rd and 5, 11-18 and counting in the 4th period.
Page drops back, looks over.
Threw it to Graves, but way too high that time.
That thing took off and sailed. And we're going to bring Carter Jameson in. He's coming in for a field goal attempt. I think you're trying to get some points on the board here.
Well, yeah, that would make it 31-0. That would make it a
5 possession game.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, 4 possession. Amherst would have to have 4 touchdowns and 4 2-point conversions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that could happen, but the possibilities aren't too good.
No, it's not. But
the odds are really against you for that.
Yeah. But Carter Jameson will set the ball down about the 15, add 10, so it's a 25-yard field goal attempt.
Not much farther than an extra point. Snap's got to be good. Hole's got to be good.
It
kicks up. It is good. Wow, it wasn't pretty, but it got through. And I tell you, number 20, Octavius Jones for Amherst almost got to it.
He came around that left corner and almost got there, but new score, 11:05 to go. It's 31 for Appomattox and 0 for the Amherst Lancers. We're coming back with the kickoff on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building. It's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Cavalier Tours has a fantastic round-trip motor coach tour to the Amish countryside in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, May 20th through May 22nd, 2016. We'll visit the Kitchen Kettle Village and Farmers Market. Don't miss out. Book today and also enjoy the newest biblical presentation, Samson. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours. Cavalier Tourists, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years.
Welcome back, everyone. Appomattox County High School, Bragg Stadium. And Doug, this is the first time since 1966 that the Raiders have been 9-0, and it could be the first time ever that Appomattox could be 10-0. And Coach Bragg, who the field's named after, legendary coach Gordon Bragg, he had some great teams back in those 60s.
Yes, he did. Ball fielded at about the 6-yard line. Number 8 fielding the football. That's Evan Smith. And he is hit to stop just short of the 20. So that's good coverage that time by the Raiders.
Yeah, it looked like
special teams.
Number 9, Christian Kennedy, got in there that first that time, Doug. And the Raiders, some of the Raiders have done good all year long as they have great special team play.
Well, it's many a times that the kickoff has been fielded at about the 5 and that the runner did not get back to the 20.
And that really makes a difference. It's a weapon. We talked about it before.
Well, it's just like Carter Jameson kicking the ball through the end zone. You start at the 20, if you're going to start at the 20 every time, they got to go 80 yards to score.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Doug, Amherst got past 51 time, maybe?
They got past the 51 time. Early in the first quarter, they had that one. They had 2 or 3 first downs, got it to the Raider 45.
Yeah. Jason Whitley that time, and he's gonna lose about 4 or 5 yards on that play, Doug.
And plus, we had the muff ball up here by the Raiders that time, one time too.
True.
That's where they got it at. So 10-40, loss of yardage on the play, about 4 yards.
But would you venture to say that the Amherst County Lancers have, if they have 100, it's not much over 100 yards of total offense?
No, because when they look like they gain forward, they like the Raiders then push them backwards, and they get a lot of negative yards.
Exactly.
Finch throws the football there to the right side.
Catch.
That's a nice slant catch, but it's not going to get much.
Get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Up to about the 21-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, 10 yards to go. 3rd down and 10.
So 3rd and 10 for the Amherst County Lancers.
Third down and 10.
A lot of crazy stuff goes on in the booth, folks.
Throw it to the wing, and tell you what, if that ball is down where it could be caught, it might have been picked off.
It would have been. Buster Henderson was right there.
Because there were several Raiders right there. Devon Graves.
Well, Graves was there too.
Yeah, several people there. So it brings up 4th down and 10 for the Lancers, and they're going to bring the punt unit in because I don't think you want to give the ball to the Raiders at the 21-yard line.
I wouldn't think so. 9:43 left in our contest.
Walker.
31-0. The Raiders over the Amherst County Lancers.
Hunter Berkey comes in to punt, and back deep is Trey Walker.
And Berkey has really, Doug.
He's been under pressure all night long.
His legs got to be sore tomorrow. Almost blocked that time.
Walker takes the football, it comes up his side, breaks it back to the left. He's got a little running room over there. Inside, gets a nice return back to the Lancer 35, 36-yard line.
Really made something out of nothing that time. All right, folks, we'll take a break. 9:31 left in our 4th period of play. Here's the Raiders of Appomattox 31. The Amherst County Lancers 0. We'll be right back. More of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone.
Ball headed up over the right side of the line, and I believe that was Walker once again with the handoff. And he's going to get a couple yards on the play, so bring up second down, about 8 yards to go for the Raiders.
And, you know, Doug, we talked about this in the at halftime. I mean, this is, and I'm not trying to put the Amherst County Lancers down, but this has been the Appomattox Raiders show tonight.
Yes, it has. I mean, they've been building for this all year long. This is what they wanted. They want an undefeated season. They want, and most of all, they wanted to be, if they couldn't, they wanted to be near the top of the region so that they would be able to host some playoff games because they've always had to go on the road.
Exactly.
And so they will get some. As long as they win, they will have quite a few games in the friendly confines. Because this is going to put them near the top. The pitch out, number 21, Kelso, and he's going to get.
Go. And you know,
and the Lancers had that pressed. But it's the same thing with the Lancers as with the Raiders. Raiders cannot run wide because the Lancers are so quick to cover it.
Exactly.
The Raiders stopped the Lancers a few minutes ago on fourth down because they covered the outside pitch.
That pitch play, that option play, has not worked for the Raiders tonight at all.
It has not.
And one of the reasons is because of the speed of the Amherst County Lancers.
Their linebackers move very quickly, and their safeties come up and cover.
So we've got third, and we'll call it 10.
So the Raiders bring in 4 wide receivers.
Going into the wind. Page
is being chased.
He does.
He's got to stop and lob it downfield.
Not a real good throw, and it's caught, but
he was out of bounds. It's caught by number 3, Sean Thomas, but Deshaun was out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So it'll bring up fourth down and 10.
4th and 10. If you kick a field goal here, Doug, you're talking about a 46 or 47-yard field goal. So.
No, you got to add the 10, so you're looking at about a 56.
Well, you're at the 32.
But this ball's going to be spotted at about the 42, so you're looking at least a 52-yard field goal.
I'm not adding it that way, Doug, but I may be wrong. So you're at the 32. That's going to be 42.
No,
you go back it up about 6 yards.
You're at the 36.
Oh, 36. I'm counting the 32. Yeah, you're right.
Screen pass. Kelso and being drugged down from behind by the Lancers. That's a nice play. Staying at home, number 20 one time, and that's Octavius Jones. And Jones has played one heck of a football game tonight. He's been a little bit everywhere.
And that was actually Buster Henderson, Doug, and he bobbled the ball a little bit, so he had to keep his eye back on it before he could go forward, and that slowed him down a little bit, and Jones made a nice play. So the Lancers hold again, and so far, the Raiders are winning the second half, but only 3-0.
Only 3-0. And you talk about momentum. I think that the punt that the Raiders recovered and ran to the 3, got the whole thing running. The Raiders had a lot of high energy. Got the second, had the nice long play. And you had 2 big plays that put points on the board for the Raiders, and, and it just snowballed in the first half.
It's just like against the Dan River Wildcats when they played them here, Doug. They ran 2 plays, they were up 14-0. Tonight, they ran 3 plays, they were up 14-0.
And that was contagious. Now, the second half, the Amherst has made them earn a little bit more tonight.
Into the game, I saw number 75 go in, David Lutz.
So 2nd down and 9 yards go for the Lancers. Number 5 running the football, Jason Whitley. Whitley's going to come up over the right side, and he's going to get it up to about the 36-yard line.
You know, they've got to give the Lancers a lot of credit, but no quitting them tonight at all. They are still running that ball hard.
Coach Phillips is not going to let that bunch quit. So we're going to look at about 3rd down, 5 yards for a first down. Maybe a little bit. It's maybe 3rd and 6.
It looks, I would say it's 3rd and 6.
Ball handed off on the inside.
Bobbling a little bit.
That's
made
number
a nice
1.
play.
That's Trey Shuford. Shuford's going to get it up to about the 40-yard line before he's taken down. Maybe the 39.
Shuford got away from number 1, Javon Scruggs, but Scruggs came right back and made the play.
So it's 4th down. 3 yards to go for a first down.
And you know the Lancers are going for this, 4th and 3.
Well, I mean, with 6:20 to go and down 31-0,
Doug, watch for that shift and Appomattox jumping off sides.
The Raiders have handled that very, very well tonight. One time did they do that. Ball quick snap back, number 5.
Nowhere to go.
And Buster Henderson read that play from the get-go.
He was right there, Doug.
So Henderson in on his stop that time.
And you know something, Doug? You don't think that somebody going out scouting the Amherst County Lancers and watching film of the Amherst County Lancers, you don't think that these guys for Appomattox hadn't studied that? To know what they're running in these certain situations?
Well, they have studied this and they know what they're doing, but I'm telling you that whoever the Lancers get in the playoffs next week, they're going to want to borrow this game film from Appomattox on how to play defense.
No question about it.
Because they have shut the Lancer running game down, and I think the key is that the Raiders has penetrated, the defense has penetrated enough on the offensive line to shut the backfield off.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that
now they've had a few plays work for them, but not many.
I'm pretty sure there's some scouts here somewhere for whoever Amherst might play next week.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. So 1st and 10, Raiders at the Lancer 39. Ball handed off up the middle. This is Kelso. And Deron Kelso drags a few players inside.
And Doug, it was Javon Scruggs at quarterback. Number 1 is in a quarterback right now.
Well, you're going to give Page the rest of the night off. Scruggs got a lot of time last week playing second half over at Chatham.
And they talk like he'll be the quarterback of the future next year. He's only a sophomore. So give him some playing time against a quality football team.
Well, you're exactly right, and it's probably a few clean jerseys in there because now you're thinking playoffs. Now you're talking about possible state championship. Nice run into the playoffs is what you're looking for.
Yeah, that was Scruggs again. He'll pick up a yard or 2. We're going to call it
down to the 19.
Call it. Now that's the 3rd play. They got a first down. So I'm calling it 2nd and 7, Doug. What do you think?
That sounds good to me. Ball spotted at the 19.
And big number 51 in there for the Raiders, who is Xavier Morgan. He's 6 foot 295, Doug. That's pretty good size on that offensive line.
Scruggs hands the ball off up the middle. That is number 6, Walker.
Walker is in the end zone.
And Trey Walker found that hole and he took off and he scored. So nice 19-yard run right up the middle that time, and a beautiful handoff. Scruggs to Trey Walker.
And Doug, that is 37-0. The Appomattox Raiders. Here comes Carter James to see if he can knock down another extra point.
Jamison now will tee it up. And I don't think anybody would have ever thought that the Raiders would have come in here and pitched a shutout to this point.
I would not have.
Snap down, it kicks up, and looks good.
It is good, and the score. The Appomattox Raiders 38, the Amherst County Lancers 0, 4:57. That's not contest. So come on back, folks, and join us on the live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes here, and are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome back, everyone. And Doug, you know, we talked about it in the pregame, and I think I said the final score of this game could be 50-49, but I don't think anybody visualized that it was going to be like this.
No. And as you'd have said it was going to be no score for Amherst Lancers with 4:57 to go, I'd have said, no, you dreaming. The boot by Jamison this time is down. It's going to be picked up. I believe it's Smith. Smith returns it to the right side.
Got a good run back.
Got some nice running room over to the right side, up to about the 38-yard line. That's the best return they've had tonight.
And, you know, if you also, Doug, if you said before the game started, well, I bet you that Amherst County Lancers will have less than 150 yards total offense, would you have ever believed that?
No. And, you know, we were talking about possible opponents next week, and one opponent was talked about, a team that the Raiders have beat already this year over at Gretna.
The Gretna Hawks.
That's one of the possibilities, because Gretna is currently rated number 13, and if you stay number 3 in the ratings, of which I don't think the Raiders will, I think they're going to move up with this win tonight. So they could be hosted. Hey, how prophetic would that be to be hosted in Martinsville or Lee County?
Wow. That would be something.
So that Raiders once again defense stifles that run in the backfield that time. Number 5 trying to run the football. That's Jason Whitley, and Whitley is taken down in the backfield.
And Doug, you know, you talk about the yardage, I mean total yardage. There it is again. The Amherst just lost 4 yards on that play.
That's correct. 4:23 to go. Appomattox 38 and Amherst Lancers, believe it or not, 0.
Yeah, I'm still having trouble believing that, even though I'm looking at it.
I've looked at it tonight too and found it hard to believe. Ball handed off up the middle. Once again, that's Whitley. And it's going to be stopped at about the 35-yard line.
All right, so you got 3rd and 12. And, Doug, continuous clock now because it's a 35-point spread.
Yeah, that's true. I never would have thought that would have come into play tonight.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'll tell you, folks, I'm sorry. I got to say it again. Never would I ever have envisioned that the Amherst County Lancers would not score a point. The game's not over. They may score.
Oh, they may score. You're right. 3rd down and 11 yards to go for first down. In motion is Jordan Wolford.
They'll give it to Wolford.
Wolford goes around right side. And he is going to be taken down at about the 45-yard line. That was really a nice run.
It was a good run.
Pick up of about 8 or 9 yards on the play.
So it's going to be 4th and it's a long 4.
Actually, it's about the 43-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down, looking at least 4 yards for a first down. And they're going to send Berkey in to do some punting.
Yeah, because
the Raiders may have to actually take a timeout.
If they got too many people on the field, Doug,
they may have to take a timeout.
They almost got to that one. Good kick.
Berkey hits a high smack kick. Walker takes the football, comes back up the field to about the 40-yard line.
Another good return by Trey Walker.
That was a nice punt and a nice return. So with 3:01 to go, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. The live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. It's the Raiders 38, the Lancers nothing.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours, bringing the world to you, now presents Beyond New Orleans and Natchez, Mississippi, April 17th through April the 24th, 2016. This is the most exquisite journey through the Old South that you can imagine, and also includes visiting Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. To find out more, call or stop by Cavalier Tours, serving Central Virginia for over 40 years. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. The Raiders at their own 41-yard line as they line up. And I don't know if they'll throw the ball here or not, Doug.
I don't know. They got Henderson in, but they look like to me to hand the ball off up the middle to Kelso.
They also had a new quarterback in, Doug, number 17, Moo Moo Slaughter.
Moo Moo.
Did I get that name right?
That's it. You
Moo
got
Moo
it right.
Slaughter.
Moo Moo Slaughter.
That, you know, when you put Moo Moo in, you're milking the clock.
Oh, no.
That was pretty good, wasn't it? Admit it. Admit it.
I'll give you that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that
Oh,
one.
yeah. Moo puts a moo in moo. All right, here we go.
You wait till I see him and tell him that. And we got a penalty on the play. Probably illegal procedure against Appomattox.
And it's going to be timeout, Appomattox. So did they call the timeout before the flag was thrown?
I'm not sure. We'll find out. But we'll find out after we take this break. We'll decipher it and come right back.
We'll be back.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Raider Country, Appomattox, Virginia. And Doug, what you got to say tonight, because it really is Raider Country. It's a lot of fans came out for this game. And, you know, Amherst had a great crowd at one time over there as well. And this game was built up to be one of those games where, man, a lot of points are going to be scored. But the Raider defense has really buckled down tonight.
The Raider defense, and I thought that would be a key. What could the Raider defense do to stop it? Slaughter will keep the football.
Fumble, Doug.
And it's a fumble on the play.
And this could be that score, Doug.
Yes, it could be. Number 25 is going to pick the ball up and run it in for the Amherst Lancers. Derek Spencer scores for the Lancers.
So there's your shutout that is gone right there. You know, the Raiders are going to win this game. They're going to end up being 10-0, but they would have loved to have shut the Amherst County Lancers out. So a little positive there for the Amherst County Lancers.
Well, the Lancers, you know, you got your third string quarterback basically came in, and he took it up into a pile of people, and they started stripping the football, and they just pulled it away from it.
Yep.
Spencer, to his credit, Derek Spencer picks it up, and he goes the distance with it, about 44 yards.
Yeah, you know, a lot of young players in there right now.
Doing the kicker, extra point kicking, Berkey. Extra point is up.
Oh, good kick.
And it's good.
It is good, and it's 38-7 with 2:05. Man, you gonna kick an onside kick or not, Doug? We'll talk about it when we come back. Come on back and join us, folks. Your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, Cedarline does the job right. And don't forget, Cedarline has guaranteed credit. Cedarline, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try Cedarline.
Visit us online.
Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome back into one. The Amherst County Lancers, Doug, on the scoreboard. Did it with defense.
Yes, they did. Defense stripped the football. Spencer picked it up, took it to the end zone. About 45, 50-yard run.
38-7.
Extra point's good. And
onside kick, there it is.
Little squib kick down.
And somebody's got to get it. And did they get it?
And I believe it went out of bounds off of a Raider. I think Buster Henderson on the far side picked it up. Went through a whole lot of Raiders' arms that time.
It certainly did. And
So-
with the, Doug, with the continuous clock, if Amherst doesn't call timeouts.
Well, there's no continuous clock now.
Oh, that's right. You're exactly right.
They just
They've got
scored.
under 35 points.
It's a 33-point lead now.
You're right. Exactly right.
So the Appomattox Raiders will have the football. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 24-yard line of the Raiders. And the Raiders will send their young offensive line crew back in. This crew probably saw a whole lot of playtime last week.
Oh, yeah.
Ball handed up over the right side. Turning the corner, trying to turn the corner, number 11. That's Omar Bailey. Bailey's going to get it up to about the 45-yard line. They're going to stop the clock momentarily while they set the chains, and then they'll rerun it because the referee was still rolling his arm.
151 left in our contest, 38-7. And Doug, I know if you're an Max fan, you're saying, wow, we scored 38 points on the Amherst County Lancers. But also, it's sticking right there in your crawl right now going, man, they scored a touchdown.
Well, you know how it is. It's football. Things happen sometimes. You just take the good with the bad and move on.
That's what you got to do.
Ball handed off up the middle. And I did not see who had the up hand off that time. We'll see who comes up off the ground. Looks like number 12, Jalen Holland.
Yeah, a lot of guys in there, Doug, we hadn't called their names tonight.
Holland is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
A lot of guys,
maybe 3, 2nd and 7.
A lot of guys in there now, Doug, we don't even have numbers on our sheet.
Well, that's true because they're, JV's pulled up for the game. This time Slaughter will keep the football and he'll pick it up to about the 50-yard line. And this will take it under a minute to play, and we'll be looking at a 3rd down and 5 for the Raiders. So we'll call numbers for the ones we have.
Number 39 just checked into the game. We don't have a name for him, but hey, that's okay. He's in the game.
I think Coach Smith is getting ready to get drowned.
I got a feeling, yeah.
But don't tell him. Ball handed off onto the back, and he's going to be taken down.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Number 12 that time, once again, Holla.
Let's see when they run the clock. Let's see when he starts it, Doug. If he starts it now, the Raiders will not have to run another play. The Raiders will not have to run another play to end this game because it's a 25-second clock, and we're at 17. This game is over, folks. As the clock counts down, the Appomattox Raiders will come away with the 38-7 victory over Amherst County Lancers.
And now I hope we get a camera on Coach Smith right now.
Smith.
Because I think he's about to get a bad.
Put a camera on Coach Smith.
And there he goes right there.
They got him, Doug.
He just got a bad.
They got him. All right. First of all, kudos goes out to Coach Cecil Phillips and the Amherst County Lancers. We know that they have a quality football team. And they know the Appomattox Raiders have a good team as well.
Well, Coach Phillips was talking about that earlier. He said he knows that Appomattox has got a great football team and they had to play a perfect game. They didn't play a perfect game.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Watch out for the Amherst County Lancers when we get to the playoffs. I can tell you that.
Yes, they're going to make a run into it, and so will these Appomattox Raiders, and they're going to get to play quite a few games here at home as long as they continue to win. So, great ball game for the Raiders tonight. 38-7 offense, but I'm going to tell you what's been winning the football games for the Raiders has been that defense, and that was staunch tonight.
Well, they gave up a half a point less than they've been giving up, so I guess they'll be down to 7 points a game now.
Whatever.
Folks, as the teams leave the field, it's our last game of the year. We may have a playoff game. We're not sure. But if we do, we'll be glad to have you there for our live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. If we don't, Dandy, it's been a pleasure as always doing these games.
Yes, it has been, Langston. It's kind of bad. We started this thing back in August. Here we are in November. Hard to say goodbye to these folks.
A little bit warmer this November than it was last November when we thought it
But guess what? I think we got basketball coming, so we'll see them in the gym.
We certainly do. Folks, final score tonight. The Raiders of Appomattox 38, the Amherst County Lancers 7. For Jimmy the Lakes
and Doug the Dandy One Marshall.
We'll see you next time on the live TV Game of the Week on
Shentel Cable.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you next time.